Behind the lights exists a place that sparks curiosity and creativity. An environment that embodies diversity in art and architecture. A compound bound by walls, but limited only by imagination. A remarkable development that impacts community and creators for decades to come. Tonight, Gray Television welcomes you to Assembly Atlanta, Georgia's newest and most expansive studio complex. This is Assembly Red Carpet Live.
Welcome to Assembly Atlanta, where so many people are showing up and showing out on the red carpet. 400 feet of red carpet, here for a celebration, a gala, the grand opening of Assembly Atlanta. Good evening. I'm Monica Pearson here with my dear friend, Ella Dorsey. We will be following all the activities tonight, and Craig Lucy has also joined us to do interviews. And Ella, when I look at this, I only have one word to say: another crown jewel in Hollywood South.
And it's the most perfect night, is it not? Nice breeze going, 70 and sunny, just the perfect weather to celebrate what will be a new era in Georgia film industry.
What I love about this facility is that you can go from Brooklyn to New Orleans to Europe, all in a 2-block area. And it means so much is going to be happening here, from the making of films to commercials to even music videos. And what's interesting is that it wasn't too long ago what this place looked like. It was an assembly, all right, but it was an assembly plant because General Motors made cars here. Boy, what a difference today. In 1946, construction began on the GM assembly plant in Doraville, Georgia. 2 years later, the plant opened under the name Buick Oldsmobile Pontiac.
General Motors had been here since 1946 and a long history in the Atlanta area and major producer of cars here. But in 2008, they shut the plant down. And from that time, it went dormant. It was really a big impact to the city of Doraville, as you can imagine, the economics that came behind the plant, and not only the taxes being paid, but the workers that were here, that essentially they were gone. And you can think about the ancillary businesses that were affected, from sandwich shops to place of haircut, whatever, you name it, all the things that the plant employees that lived around this area now started to have. So that had a big impact on the city itself, and they had to kind of figure out a way to go forward. It's always the idea that they wanted some kind of mixed use project here. They recognized the value of 165 acres. So that led to September 2014. That's when we closed. That first year, we began to get ready for the demolition. So there was almost a 4 million square foot plant that resided on this site. That's near 90 acres. So you think about the enormous size of that building, and what happened here, the number of cars and so forth, was a series of buildings, and we had to take that down. And so that occurred over a little under a year period of time. Sometimes you want something that makes sense, that comes out of sort of what is. This plant was called the General Motors Assembly Plant. This is a master plan project. So at 165 acres of significant density and multiple uses and so forth, it's always been thought about as a location that a major company could come relocate to.
Third Rail Studios rolled open their elephant doors in 2016. This 130,000 square foot film studio is just the beginning for this area, but the original plans hit a roadblock along the way. Gray Television had a plan in mind. The Georgia-based media company purchased Assembly Yards in 2021 and renamed it Assembly. 1 year later, Gray began building Assembly Atlanta, a 135-acre mixed-use community. 22 sound stages for Georgia's booming television and film industry, amenities for the public to enjoy, and room to create much more.
We're creating studios where people are going to come in throughout the world and create stories and movies and TV shows, and we'll have restaurants and hotels, and we're connecting and creating a community where people can work, live, sleep, play.
The relationship with Assembly, it will only provide an enhanced experience to our tenants, provided we have new amenities, production services provided by one of the most renowned studios, NBC Universal Production Services, will be here managing the site. And we will benefit from all of that. Our clients will benefit from having them.
The facilities are absolutely state-of-the-art. We've never seen anything like this. This is unbelievable.
Wait till the world gets a hold of what Georgia really is, because it's a special place on this planet.
And as you can imagine, thousands of people worked tirelessly over the last year and a half to bring Assembly to life. But the visionary who had the original idea for Assembly was Gray TV's CEO Hilton Howe. Craig Lucy had a chance to catch up with Hilton last night. Let's hear from him.
You know, you and I, we were walking this property back in the spring of 2021. You were so passionate about it. You had a vision. Your team had a vision. What is it like for you now walking around and seeing this vision come to life?
Well, it's crazy because we got it done so quickly. Do you realize in 19 months, and there's some question about how many square feet, it's like 1,350,000 square feet built in 19 months. And we couldn't have gotten that done without the desire of everybody involved to do this. The passion, the excitement that has just been palpable from everyone from the city of Doraville, the county of DeKalb, to just the folks that are working here, the contractors, the subcontractors, everything. I mean, people have pulled together, and it shows you, I think, the power of television and film to inspire people and make them excited, because this particular project has just made people's lives happier just through the course of building it. And so here we are.
Well, speaking of that, making lives happier, what do you hope people feel when they first step foot on this property?
That they can fulfill their dreams. You know, I guess it was Churchill who said, you know, we influence the buildings, and then thereafter that the buildings influence us. And I think that we have a very creative and hopefully inspirational architectural design here. And I hope that when people come here, it helps them to think creatively and help to create new movies, new television shows, all the rest that we do. That's our business. And now we have a venue that allows us to do it, not only as our company, but for other companies, and then through our partnership with NBCU.
With Gray Television, you guys have constantly been evolving. Newspapers, television. Go more into why film, especially here in Georgia.
Well, because Georgia, this is a growth business in the state of Georgia, and we're domiciled here, and this is a fantastic business for us in terms of distribution, in terms of growing our TV footprint.
Where do you see the future of Assembly in the next 5, 10, 15 years?
You know, I think it's almost unlimited. I mean, I think that it's going to open the door for all kinds of things. And sometimes when you do something, I know exactly what's going to happen, and, you know, and I know what's going to happen here immediately. But when you open something this creative, this new, this candidly dramatic, I think it's going to create so many business opportunities that are yet to be seen. I just think they're going to flow like water. And so I look forward to seeing that.
Let's talk about the red carpet. I mean, we have dignitaries, we have celebrities, big names, everybody's congregating here at Assembly. What is that like for you to see it, and what are you expecting on this huge night?
Well, this is an opening for Georgia, for the whole state. I mean, this isn't a Hollywood opening. This is a red carpet for the people of Atlanta, for the people of Georgia, and for everything that has been allowed to be created because of the way Georgia decided to make an investment in the film and entertainment business in the state. And so what I look forward to seeing happen is people coming out here and realizing, wow, we did this and we can do this. And I'm really excited about that. I think they're going to enjoy it.
You know, he said there, he hopes that people can realize their dreams here. This place is a dream, Monica. It's like you can go and escape to another world in the Assembly Atlanta.
What's so nice about this place, I think, too, is the opportunity it's going to bring to the city of Doraville, but also it's a great tourist attraction. And what's so nice about it, its location. You can just hop on MARTA and be out here in no time. So what it's going to do for the city of Doraville and for DeKalb County, I think it's really important. And you know, coming up, what I'm excited about, I just saw her. And she's in silver sequins.
Sparkles head to toe.
I cannot wait to interview Dionne Warwick.
Very excited about it. I really am. And it's so funny because everybody that I've been able to tell now, because it was the biggest secret in the world for many weeks. It's very difficult for me. Every time I say, you guess what I'm getting? I'm getting the Kennedy Honor. And it was about damn time. I'm very excited about it. It's quite an honor. And, you know, things happen when it's supposed to.
Well, one thing I learned about the Kennedy City Honors, there are 3 women going in. Now, we won't talk about Billy Crystal, and we're not going to talk about the Bee Gees. I'm going to talk about Renee Fleming, the opera singer, and then, of course, Queen Latifah. But when people try to define your music, it comes out jazz, it comes out R&B. See, I think you're your own category. How would you define your music?
I don't. Music is music, regardless. You know, we're all singing and playing the same 8 notes. So it's just according to how you position them. That's all it really is. You know, I'm fortunate in the fact that I cannot be categorized. I am whatever the listening ear decides I am.
You have still an unbelievable voice. How have you maintained it?
I take care of this gift. You know, if I didn't take care of it, God would have taken it away from me. So I take care of it.
How?
I do what I feel I'm supposed to do. I rest it as much as I can, which is not too frequently. But using it properly, I think is really the answer.
The other thing I learned about you in preparing for this interview, I knew you had done a gospel album before. I think you've done 2, but you're planning on doing another with Dolly Parton?
Dolly is part of it. Yes, we did a duet called Peace Like a River, and so she will be on the CD. But I'm also at TV1. I recorded with Donnie McClurkin. So there are a lot of wonderful surprises. I'm getting ready to go in the studio with Stevie. So, and Dolly's just amongst them.
Well, when I look at you and gospel music, I learned that you started out with the Drinkard, which is part of your family, the Drinkard singers, and then it became Sweet Inspirations. No?
No. I don't know where people get their information from. Anyway, the Drinkard singers, no, I did not start out with them. That's my mother and my aunts and uncles. I had a gospel group called the Gospelaires, my sister and my 2 cousins. The Sweet Inspirations is a group unto its own. So I had nothing to do with that. Only thing I had to do with it, my Aunt Sissy was in it.
Thank you for correcting that. That shows me that what you find on the internet is definitely not always right.
I always say that, you know, believe none of what you hear and none of what you see on the net.
Well, all I can say is I'm glad you found your way from San Jose here to Assembly Atlanta. Thank you so much, Ms. Dionne Warwick.
Thank you, my darling.
Oh, and now we're going to go over to Craig Lucy and Ella Dorsey.
I mean, we have Dionne Warwick for this show. Are you kidding me?
And that's just the start of the all-star list that we have tonight, Craig.
It's impressive. I got to tell you, too. So for everybody at home, scene setter real quick. As we mentioned earlier, this is a 400-foot-long red carpet. I've done some red carpet shows in my time. I've never seen a red carpet this big. What do you think?
Okay, so first of all, it's incredible. But then you look up and you see the cityscapes. Europe, Tribeca, New York, New Orleans. The reason that they built those, Craig, is because a lot of producers that come to Atlanta to make movies have to leave to go to those areas because they're buildings that you just don't get in Atlanta, right? They're very unique cityscapes. So they built them right here, right? So no one has to leave. And then on the inside is office buildings. So it's not just a facade. It's actual real functional space. That's incredible.
So we gave you guys the overhead shot to show you all of the people arriving. They're coming from a couple different directions here at this massive property. It's 135 plus acres. What is astounding is the amount of time it took them to build this, just 19 months. The other thing, Ella, one of my first jobs was on the Paramount lot in Los Angeles. That particular lot has big walls all around it. The way that they built Assembly Atlanta is a place where the public can come. And all of this over here that it's behind the camera, that's phase 2. So already having phase 1 done is amazing.
And then you talk about phase 2, right? Shops, a boutique hotel, apartment buildings, so an amphitheater. So this is not only going to be a place where blockbuster films are made, it's also going to be for Doraville and for the city of Atlanta, a place where you can bring your family, or where you can vacation, or where you can come and shop. I mean, the endless opportunities that are going to be made here at Assembly Atlanta, it's really going to be like a new era for Atlanta itself. It's like a little city up here all in itself. Really incredible. And then when you go on the inside, Craig, I mean, like, the sound stages are amazing.
Incredible, incredible. Well, there's a saying here in Atlanta that Atlanta influences everything. We are influencing. Let's send it back over to you, Monica.
Thank you very much, and we'll be back with more from Assembly Atlanta. So stay with us. You can see they're gorgeous.
Atlanta complex. For years, we have looked forward to the impact this project would have on the Doraville community and surrounding region. Now we're proud this facility and its employees will soon be hard at work as part of Georgia's thriving film industry. With over 4,000 employees expected to work at this complex once fully operational, we're thankful for the opportunities you're bringing to hardworking Georgians. I want to thank all of those who helped make this project a reality and for their commitment to seeing it through. Congratulations again on this great milestone.
I'm here with two of the most important people of the night, Jay and Lori Gibson. Without these two, this place wouldn't exist. Jay, lead developer of the Assembly Atlanta, what does it feel like to be here tonight?
An accomplishment, just pride in everything that the team that we put together accomplished and the time we did it, and just being part of hopefully something that will impact Georgia so positively for so long.
You know, you talked to me, I caught up with you a couple days ago, you took me around, and you said that the thing you were the most proud of wasn't this masterpiece, it was the community that you created here over the last year. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so, you know, when you're thrown into something so big and so many moving parts, it's kind of like being a football team, and you have to put a group of people together that buy into it and that pull in the same direction. And that was not only the construction team, the design team, but the county and the city, Doraville and DeKalb County. This is a picture of a public-private partnership along with the development team, and everybody got in it. And as you drive around the site, and I think we did it, the smiles and the joy of accomplishment, and that at the end of the day is really the legacy. You know, that's our company is a family company, and it's been built on building relationships and having a good time, and this is a legacy project. To be able to bring a team together with that goal has been amazing.
I saw that firsthand. I'm really happy for you. Lori, you look absolutely beautiful tonight. I have a question to ask you. What are you most proud of in your husband? You know, this has been a huge undertaking, a huge project. You've been firsthand, I'm sure, seeing all of it. What are you most proud of?
Oh my gosh. So I have to tell you, we have been renovating our house during the same timeline as this project. So Jay went from this construction project where he's wearing the hard hat to our home where we're zipping in and out like Dexter style, in and out of our rooms, plywood floors, no windows, jackhammers. He would get home and he'd be like, I live in a construction zone. I need a break. So anyway, I'd take him on vacations.
Yes.
So that I am so proud of him for putting up with construction here and at our home.
Oh, guys, I'm so glad to finally meet you. Jay, we only met this week. I feel like we're family, and I hope you guys have the best time tonight. You deserve it. This is really incredible. Can't wait to see what ends up going on. So welcome. Hey guys, another star that will be here performing tonight, CeeLo Green. Craig Lucy was able to catch up with him last night. Let's hear from him now.
As a native Atlantan, what was this like for you when you stepped foot here at Assembly Atlanta?
Well, first of all, I was thrown, because I had no idea that this property was in the process of being built, or this much acreage was, available for something as amazing as this. And yeah, so I was pleasantly surprised to walk upon it. It's beautiful.
For you, as a native Atlantan, being here in Georgia, what is it like to be here for such a big celebration? I mean, this is not only celebrating Assembly Studios opening, it's really celebrating Georgia and everything that the state, that the city has done for the film industry. To perform on a night like this, what's that like? Absolutely. I think Georgia has really been really effective in the way that they afford the industry to come, you know, the different tax breaks and things of that nature. We've been dealing with logistics and the technical aspect of it, but as far as creative space, and room to grow and to breathe and to imagine and become a product of that environment, Atlanta is so resourceful, so welcoming and supportive. What do you think about Georgia really becoming this massive hub for film and entertainment and music? I think it's fitting. I think Georgia is still a little big city. It's becoming quite the competitor. It's always been a hub. It's always had this innate kind of quality of where, you know, just instinctively people want to come to Atlanta. And we were just talking about this earlier today. And I'm fortunate enough to just be a native of it, so it's really embedded in my bone marrow. I am this city, and I also have a genuineness of just welcoming people to come and be a part of it and sharing it, because it's too much for one person, you know what I mean? So we support industry, we support, you know, creative expansion and opportunity, you know, for everyone. And just, you know, Atlanta is just a perfect place.
And Atlanta is the perfect place where he'll be performing tonight on the stage here at the gala for Assembly Atlanta. Stay with us, more to come. Of Assembly Atlanta, and I have two guests with me who you really need to meet. The first is Susan O, who is the Vice President of Strategy and Operations for Gray TV, and then Eric, shall I say, Schrader. He's my boss. He's the Vice President and General Manager of Atlanta News First. What is this going to mean to you, Ms. O, in terms of Telemundo and what it is doing in the community?
Sure. Well, Assembly, first of all, is perfectly located in the most international city in Georgia, if not the Southeast, right? Am I right? And Atlanta is not new to hosting international events. 1996 Olympics. We've got 2026 FIFA World Cup, which airs on Telemundo, which is part of NBC Universal. With NBC Universal leasing 70% of these studios, I just can't wait to see what unfolds in terms of what kind of production from all over the world that we're going to see right here in Atlanta. There is a growing need for and demand for Spanish language programming, and we can't wait to see that coming out of here in Atlanta, the most international city in the next few years.
Well, Eric Schrader, because he is running Atlanta News First and Peachtree TV, how is this going to affect what you do?
Well, I think the first thing you have to think about is just journalistically. I mean, this is exciting for Atlanta. What's good for Atlanta is good for ANF. It's good for everybody. So just having this business in here, having everything that's going to be going on, there's going to be a lot to cover, too. And it's going to be right on our partner, the Assembly's land. So we're going to have all these movies to talk about, television shows, all these exciting things to go. I mean, I happen to have one show. We have one show over on Peachtree hosted by Monica. And, you know, and she's going to be after me to be out here all the time, right?
You got it before I asked you.
I stole your second question.
Thank you both for being here. And we'll be back with much more from Assembly Atlanta. Coming up next, we're going to not only show you the outsides of the buildings, but we're going to take you inside to show you how it's perfect for production, but also perfect office space. Stay with us for Assembly Atlanta.
Welcome to Assembly Studios. This is our New Orleans building. So this is the point of view that a future tenant would have coming in. You walk in through our lobby here, the elevator that goes up to the production office space on floors 2 through 4. To your left here, you can see flex space, support space for those departments like wardrobe, set decoration, all of the support space needed for what's going on the stages.
In the green room, you can hold your talent, and this space can even host large groups and catering when you take a break from filming. Just down the hall, you will find a wardrobe room, along with hair and makeup stations. This room hosts 6 shampooing chairs and about 10 chairs for hair and makeup. Now, let's head upstairs, where you will find about 12,000 square feet in combination of open office plans and individual offices.
We designed all of our offices. They're a little larger than what you might normally find. You can fit multiple departments inside one office.
Atlanta's got a better studio complex in Assembly. It's amazing. The sound stages, the facilities, the prop building, everything you can do in Hollywood, you can do in Atlanta. And it's just made me so proud to see my hometown, where I'm a native, is really blessed to have a facility like that right in our backyard. It's an audacious idea, but it really kind of is such an Atlanta idea. Let's go create the best facility, have the best people work there, and bring in the best programming to film there, which is more economical than any other market, and the talent here just continues to grow and grow and grow. I think Gray is a dynamic company in Atlanta, and the profile of them is only going to rise. They are embarking on such a unique opportunity. Very rarely do you see this kind of integration of studio, content, delivery of content, and distribution, all under one company. So I think Hilton deserves a huge amount of credit for his vision. It's absolutely awesome.
We are back here live, and you see the red carpet is full already. Those jewel tones are standing out. But we also have some very special guests with us, if you've been following the coverage. And my 2 special guests right now, Leslie Visser, who you know was the first woman to be an NFL commentator. You broke ground. You're still with CBS. So how does it make you feel when you see so many women now not only working basketball and football and even sometimes soccer?
First of all, Monica, it's such an honor to be with you. I've spent so much time in Atlanta covering all your sports, and you're always there and you're always great. So I'm thrilled to be here with you. But yes, it does give me enormous gratitude that when I started, the credentials said no women or children in the press box. So it's come a long way. But how about this facility?
What do you think about it?
I'm astonished. It's like this explosion of opportunity and excitement and energy, and having Hilton Howell behind it. It's all good.
Well, you mentioned Hilton Howell. There is now a Hilton Howell III.
Isn't he handsome?
He is very handsome with his hair. And he is Gray TV's Senior Director of Business Development. But what I want to talk about is your gaming channel.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so Optic Gaming, we're one of the largest esports organizations, media companies in the world, really. And so we compete in tournaments around the world and different esports and make videos on the internet and also for broadcast.
So how is this facility going to help you do what you do?
It's just going to provide so much opportunity, not only to the people in the gaming scene, but also to the community here in Atlanta. So super excited about everything.
How hard is it to have the same name as your dad?
It's got its ups and downs, but mostly I've enjoyed it. That's one of my best friends, so it's an honor.
What does this facility tell you about dreams?
Well, Hilton, your dad, as you know, I think his family came, it was a land grant, I believe, when they first went to Texas. And I just think that he has that vision. It's so forward thinking here. I mean, the fact that you can walk from New Orleans to Tribeca, who knew? But I do think even the whole Carrie Glotzer's Tupelo Honey that's putting on the concert, it is truly mixed use, and it's all at the highest level.
And the diversity that this also is appealing to.
Yeah, it's going to be able to include everybody, and it's just going to be an amazing evening and an amazing project as a whole. It's super excited to get it going. It's been a long, 3 years, I guess a short 3 years from ideation to reality, but we're finally here and almost done with phase 1, and excited to show everybody all the work that everyone's been putting in. We've got a great team around this whole project, and it's just an honor to be out here, and it's an honor to see you. I grew up watching you my whole life, so I mean, it's great to share a stage. I mean, I'm a little starstruck right now.
Oh, thank you, you two. You've made me feel really good. So we've got other great guests here, too, and I'm going to throw it down to Craig Lucy with one more. Craig.
A very familiar face who I know that you've known over the years. We have DeKalb County CEO Michael Thurman and his lovely wife Zola. You guys have seen a lot of things happen here in DeKalb County. Give us your reaction tonight seeing this red carpet and seeing Assembly now come to life.
Transformational moment, gravitational shift in the film and movie production industry, a major accomplishment here in DeKalb County.
And for you guys in DeKalb, this being the old GM assembly plant, it's been sitting vacant for so long. Now this is a massive job creator. What is that like for this county and the city of Doraville?
Oh, it is so inspiring for me. I was the labor commissioner when we closed the old General Motors plant. And to see it come full circle, thousands of jobs in front of the camera, behind the camera, indirect economic growth. This is a major, major moment, not just for DeKalb and Doraville, but for the entire state of Georgia.
And that's what we're doing tonight. It's not just celebrating the opening, basically, of Assembly Atlanta. This is a celebration for all of Georgia, all of Atlanta, especially DeKalb. We got some big stars tonight. We've got Gladys Knight, Dionne Warwick, CeeLo, Sheryl Crow. I got to ask your wife, who are you looking forward to seeing most?
Sheryl Crow.
Sheryl Crow, what about you, sir?
Oh, well, CeeLo, my guy. You know, we've been texting all day, and I'm saying, look, CeeLo, we ready. We're getting juiced up for the show. So CeeLo has helped me raise money for historically black colleges. So that's my guy. So got to be CeeLo. I'm crazy for CeeLo.
I see what you did there. I sat down with him last night. He was so awesome. He said, you know, being Atlanta's native son, to see this come to fruition is amazing. Well, congratulations on all the accomplishments here in DeKalb. You guys both look lovely. For now, I'm going to send it back over to Monica and Ella.
And of course, you can see how the line is continuing to move on the 400-yard red carpet. We'll be back with so much more. And my favorite CeeLo song is Mary Did You Know? Stick around, folks. We've got more.
We're looking at the biggest red carpet you may have ever seen. It is longer than a football field. And I got to tell you, we have seen some incredible dresses. Joining me right now, Glenn and Morgan Rollins. Fun fact, they're actually my neighbors, live right across the street. I got to ask you this because it's the appropriate red carpet question. Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing Tom Ford.
And you, sir?
Tom Ford.
You guys look very sharp. That's the way it works. Smart man. So a thing about Glenn and Morgan, you guys have known Hilton Howell for a long time, the CEO of Gray Television. I'm sure you've heard him talk about this for a long time. Seeing it now, opening, what is that like for you guys?
Oh, we're very proud of it. Very proud of it. And as you know, Hilton dreams big, and he has a lot of conviction in the state of Georgia and film and television, so it's only natural to me.
Have you guys been out here prior? Have y'all done some tours and whatnot? Okay. Have you been here in the past couple of days and seen the kind of work they've done?
No.
Okay, I got to tell you, I've been here like pretty much all week. The workers have literally been running around here. They got it done. You're going to be blown away when you step inside. Big performances tonight. Gladys Knight, Sheryl Crow, CeeLo. Is there Dionne Warwick? Anybody in particular, Morgan, you're looking forward to hearing?
Well, you know, I'm still a young generation, so I like CeeLo.
CeeLo was awesome last night. What about you?
Me too.
All right. Any final stories that we can get on Mr. Hilton Howell? You did say he is a big thinker. Tell me, like, what is he like as a friend and a businessman? Because Gray Television is constantly evolving, and they've really taken a huge leap into the film industry.
Well, first off, he's a dear friend, but also I think this is kind of signifies Hilton, because Hilton has many talents and brings a lot of that together, and I think that's what the Assembly will do.
Wonderful. Thank you guys so much. You look gorgeous. You look amazing as well. All right, guys, we'll see you out there in the big party. For now, I'm going to send it back over to you, Ella.
Hey, Craig, you know one of the best parts of the red carpet is what people are wearing. Dolores, I saw you all the way down the red carpet, and I said, someone's got to grab her, or I'm going to run and grab her because she looks fabulous. Dolores Crow here with me. What are you wearing tonight?
I am actually wearing an original design that I picked up in Accra, Ghana.
What in the world is that?
Yes. Accra.
Is that country?
Accra is the city in Ghana. Yes.
Beautiful. So tell me about it. Tell me about the shop. When you walked by, what did you see?
We went there on doing a lot of touristy type things. And then on the last day, we decided to go shopping, and there was a town center, and everyone was sharing their wares, and I just picked it up.
And did you try it on?
I did not try it on.
Girl, you just bought it?
I just bought it. I had faith.
I mean, it is beautiful. You give everyone a twirl? Look at this. It is so gorgeous. Hey, so what are you most excited about tonight?
Well, I'm most excited for DeKalb County. You know, I have to say that, you know, I work for DeKalb County, and we're so happy and proud to see this project come to fruition. I know our CEO and Mr. Hilton Howe worked very hard to bring it about, so we're just excited about it.
You know what? It's going to do so much for DeKalb County, for the city of Atlanta, as a new chapter in Atlanta history, right? Thank you so much for talking to me. Hey, guys, we'll be right back after this.
It's amazing because, you know, when I first had the preliminary conversations with the folks at Gray Television, you know, it was an exciting prospect, but also one that, you know, I kind of took with a grain of salt just because, you know, there have been lots of ideas for what could happen at this site, but they were really able to pull it off. They made it something really special. And so every time I drive by the site of assembly or go to, you know, go to MARTA and able to see the progress, it's just amazing. It blows me away. I don't think there's anything like this in the state of Georgia. And honestly, in the world, this is almost like the starting gun for, you know, a long marathon that we're getting ready to go through with NBC Universal, with Gray Television. And so what's exciting for me is really, this is kind of like just the starting point. You know, this is the beginning of a great relationship.
Of the GM assembly plant. But guess what? It all was recycled, turned into concrete, and used for the stages. That's recycling. Ella.
I gotta tell you guys, when I heard I was doing this show, I got a list of the guests, and when I went through it and I saw Mara Davis, I was so excited. How do you even describe what you do? You were a DJ, you're a radio host, you're a TV host, you're a talent booker. I mean, what do you not do?
I really love media, and I adore you, Ella. I am so happy to be here, and thank you for being excited to talk to me. What an incredible event. I am, like, my whole mind is blown from this whole experience that this is right here in Atlanta. So, yes, I do talent booking, I do PR, I do media. If there's a camera and a microphone, I'm running right towards it.
Have you ever gotten starstruck? Who have you gotten starstruck over meeting?
Oh, gosh, there's so many people. I'm going to say in the early days when Bradley Cooper came to Dave FM, I think my mind was blown by it. And I had said to him, I was like, you're going to be so famous that you're never going to talk to me again. I'm never going to see you again. And he was like, no, I'll totally talk to you again.
And fast forward.
Has not happened.
Well, that's a good one. Yeah. Okay, so tell me, because you have your hand in so many different things. What are you working on lately that you're really excited about?
Well, I am working on several projects. I am working on something with Monica Pearson, actually. I'm working on something with a podcaster in town, mostly in the podcast space. That's a big part of what I'm doing, with true crime podcasts, talking about true crime, booking talent for podcasts. I do some media and PR for different people. Right. So if you need to get the word out about something, I'm probably the one you call.
Now, tell me, this is probably your first time up here?
Yeah, I remember when this was announced, this was being built, all the hype about it. It's just so exciting that this is going to be here in Atlanta. It reminds me of, like, you know, in Chicago, there's Harpo Studios, and you're like, oh, that's the destination. I feel like Assembly, this is what we've got to look forward to.
It really is. Who are you most looking forward to seeing play tonight?
Oh, definitely Sheryl Crow. Well, there's no
first cut is the deepest.
Yes.
Thank you for talking to us. We're so good to see you. Monica, I'm sending it back to you.
Thank you, Mara and Ella. So we're talking about making movies, but look at all these notable Georgia-born actors. Julia Roberts, comedian Chris Tucker, Holly Hunter, of course, comedian George Wallace, Raven Simone, Ed Helms, comedian Jeff Foxworthy, Storm Reed, and Stephen Dorff. Here in Georgia, we not only make great movies, we make some great actors, too. I wonder how many more names will be added to that list now that Assembly Atlanta is open and more films will be made here. I like this. Okay, let's go back to my dear friend, Miss Ella, who has another interview with someone who's a VIP.
The guy who did this whole party would not be here without him. I have Rick Burns, Alexa Burns here. Rick, Hilton called you, let's see, on my notes, president planner of this entire night. You've been planning it for over a year.
That's exactly right.
Tell me how it feels to be here tonight.
It feels fantastic, and it's so good to be with the team that made this party happen. It's not just me, it's probably about a few hundred people that have put this thing on together, and it feels really good. I'm eerily calm.
Eerily calm?
Eerily calm.
Were you nervous last night?
A little bit, yeah, of course. Of course. I want everything to be perfect.
What are you most excited about tonight that you developed?
I'm really excited. I mean, I shouldn't tell you this, but there's going to be a grand reveal in about 10 minutes, and we are going to open the doors, and there's lots of surprises, so it's going to be fun.
Darlene, you are gorgeous. Tell me what you're wearing.
I'm wearing this piece. It's from my hometown. I have no clue the name of it. I got it a few years ago. I wear it for my cotillion.
It is absolutely beautiful. Hey, can we expect any surprises tonight?
Absolutely. We can expect a lot of surprises, from special guests to food to things that I just can't tell you about.
I love that for us. Hey, guys, thank you so much for talking to us. I hope you enjoy so much the party tonight. For now, guys, Monica, I'm going to send it back to you.
Thank you so much. You see this wonderful red carpet going on here. And I tell you, we've got so many people. You know, what can I tell you? It's a lot going on. From our interviews to letting everybody with these special people who we're trying to introduce to you. There's so much going on. Wow. All I can tell you is that tonight is so exciting because, for one reason, we have a spotlight on something that is brand new for this part of the city, Doraville. And what I can tell you is that this is going to bring in money to this community that before would not have been here. The plant was just rubble for years, and now Gray has turned it into what I call a money-making machine. Assembly, it used to assemble cars. Now it is assembling movies. What can I tell you? Coming up, Dominique Wilkins and Derek Schiller. So stay with us.
We talked about the General Motors plant and how long it sat there, and it was kind of like an eyesore for a long time. But to have someone in have the vision to transform it to what we're going to see this weekend is mind-blowing. When you say opportunity, it's kind of putting it lightly, because Atlanta has something for everyone in every walk of life. And it's one of the few cities you can go to and find that. From, you know, entertainment standpoint, a business standpoint, Atlanta has become that city that's in the middle between L.A. and New York. It's the Little Apple, and it's the L.A. of the South. You know, so it gives you a chance to thrive in different walks of life, you know, and sports is just a small part of that. It continues to add to the culture, you know, of arts and, you know, music and movie industry. It just adds to all those great things that continues to come to this great city. And to have something that, you know, you can do right here as far as the movie business, for example, and you have it right here in your backyard.
Best of Atlanta. So many landmarks. And of course, you've got to have the Georgia Bulldogs and Hank Aaron and Ted Turner. And how appropriate that my next guest is the president and CEO of the Atlanta Braves, Mr. Derek Schiller.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
So what do you think of this operation?
It's really cool. It's impressive. You know, we built a little bit of a development of our own right around our new ballpark, Truist Park. It's not so new. We've been there for 7 years, but we know what it's like to put something up. And it's really incredible to walk up on this and see what they've done here in such a short time, too.
Now, you know, I got to ask, what you gonna do about that team so we don't end up not going to the World Series again? Okay, tell me what you're gonna do. What you gonna do?
Well, first of all, I know people that are Braves fans out there, and there are a lot of them. You know, we won 104 games this year, and arguably had the best lineup in the history of our team, maybe the history of baseball. And so for a lot of reasons, it made an early end to our postseason hurt that much more. And so, you know, I can tell you we're hurting pretty bad ourselves, but we're already back at it, trying to figure out how to get better for 2024. And, you know, we've spent a lot of time this past week. Haven't had a whole lot of time on it yet, but we're back at it. We're roaring to go, and, you know, it makes us that much more.
Making any changes?
Well, listen, I mean, we've got a great team. We've got a great nucleus, a lot of young people that are part of that team. I don't know that it was so much the players that we had as much as it was the situation. And this is not making excuses, but, you know, look, we had a little bit of a layoff, and, you know, it was disappointing.
And the Philly fans are treacherous.
You know, I love being here in Atlanta. I don't want to talk about Philly too bad, because you might have some people that love Philly, but I didn't love my stay in Philly. And I'd prefer that we try to do it to them the way they did it to us the past couple of years.
Last question. I was so surprised to learn that your degree is in engineering.
Yeah, so it's not exactly a straight path going from running a professional sports team to being an engineer or vice versa. But, you know, I think in many ways, the thing that it teaches you is how to problem solve. And we do a lot of problem solving, including trying to make ourselves better.
Well, I so appreciate you, and I always say, go Braves.
Thank you so much, Monica. It's always great to be here, and great to be part of this whole gala here. This is really amazing, so thank you. Great to see you.
And you look awfully sharp tonight, sir. Ooh.
Thank you. And you as well.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so now we're going to go down to Craig Lucy, who's got another guest. We have so many important people here.
We do, Monica. It is amazing. Right now, joining me, we have Keelan and Maggie Wheeler. You guys are dear, dear friends of Gray Television CEO Hilton Howell. In fact, Keelan, you were just saying you rode with him here, or you were with him earlier today.
No, I was actually, we were conversing, texting back and forth. You know, I'm not going to follow him around today, so I'd like to stay away from him if possible. But yeah, we were chatting today, and he's cool, calm, and collected.
Cool, calm, and collected. So what is it like for you guys, being family friends, so close with him, to see what he's basically done with Gray Television with Assembly Atlanta?
Well, it's been incredible. You know, he is a true visionary. And for him to take time to look at the landscape here and have a vision for what it could be is absolutely amazing. So if anybody had seen it before and see it now, tonight, unbelievable. But the execution, I mean, he and Jay made a great team, you know, executing the vision. So that's why we're here tonight.
You actually founded a company, Max Media, you said back in 1997. This really is a celebration of what makes Atlanta great, what makes Georgia great. For you being a business owner, how big is this for Doraville and DeKalb County? And it's probably going to have a big effect as well on your company.
No, it certainly will. It'll affect quite a few people.
Uh-oh, we lost the light. It's all right. Go, yeah, there you go. That's okay, but go on.
No, I was just going to say that, you know, going back to Hilton and the vision that he had in bringing in the people of Doraville, but also he's brought in so many people from the state of Georgia. Anybody he could hire from the state of Georgia, and we're all going to benefit from that. And to have such an incredible film studio, as technology advances as it is, it's just been a gift to all of us here in Georgia.
And Maggie, for you, how proud are you of Robin and Hilton for this major accomplishment?
It is really incredible. I know that sounds, you know, cliche, but he's worked so hard. And like Keelan said, Hilton is a real visionary, like big time. And Robin's so much support, and she's smart as heck too. So, you know, so they're a good team. Yeah. They're a good team, and this is amazing. I mean, we can't believe what he's done, really.
Well, they certainly are a dynamic duo. Congratulations to you all. Enjoy yourself. It's going to be a huge night. Have fun tonight, and we'll see you in a bit.
Thanks, Greg.
All right, we're going to send it over to you, Ella.
Craig, I'm here with some friends of mine. Tell us your names.
Rutherford Seidel.
I'm Rosina Seidel.
The Seidel family is, you know, in Atlanta, born and raised, right? I mean, you guys have been here for generations. Tell us what something like this, a film industry, right? So you guys have seen the upcoming of the film industry. A place like Assembly Atlanta, what does it mean to Atlanta?
This is the most amazing thing, to get out in Doraville and be on the MARTA station and have a big park and see what's going on in the expansion of Atlanta, see what Hilton and Rob and the Howells and have done is just fantastic. It's going to be a great attribute to our metro area.
Who are you most excited to see? What are you most excited for tonight?
I just think all the outfits what people have on. But, you know, since COVID, we haven't had anything like this. So
Tell us about what you're wearing tonight, Miss Sparkle.
This is just one big sparkle splash from my closet.
Yeah.
So
Rutherford, how about you? What is this?
No, I got something dolled up because everybody said to dress up for tonight. It said you would get the weather perfect, and you did. So the best weather woman in the world, here she is.
Meteorologist. We don't say.
Bigger meteorologist.
This is why he doesn't have a microphone. Hey guys, it's so nice to see you. Thank you so much for talking to us tonight. Rutherford, I wouldn't expect anything less from you other than this piece right now. You all have a great night. Hey guys, like they said, the outfits are on fire tonight. We're going to be showing you more of them coming up, but for now, Monica, I'm going to send it over to you.
Thank you very much. Everybody is looking fabulous. As you see, a long line of people are still walking that red carpet, smiling for the camera and enjoying Assembly Atlanta. Stay with us. There's so much more for you to see and so much more for you to learn about Assembly Atlanta and its impact.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
You're watching Local News Live, the one place you need for live coverage of national news. From trusted local journalists who know the story best. Breaking news on the scene, showing you the story as it's happening. Connecting you to the communities at the heart of the country's biggest stories. Local News Live. Live reports, local perspective.
You are watching Local News Live, and I'm Deborah Alfaro. I'm Nicole Newman, the CEO of Norfolk Southern.
Always streaming, always free.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
Look at that. So sad.
Attacks against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders are on the rise.
My simple solution to the problem was remove people from the scene and help them feel safer. In terms of the hate crimes, I think there is so much more work to be done. We really need to come together and tackle this issue as a community.
To 3,000 people are expected here, and they're all in jewel tones. And of course, there are a lot of people we want to talk to, and we'll go to Ella Dorsey now with 2 more guests.
So I have Eric T. and Jay here from Swirl Films. You guys are obviously in the film industry, okay? Tell me what the opening of something like the Assembly, right? One of the biggest 22 sound stages, right? Blockbuster films from here. What does it mean for the Georgia film community?
It's a huge impact on the Georgia film community in a lot of ways. I mean, just looking at the front of the facades that we built out, it's probably going to be the best facility in the country, truly. And it's going to impact the community in a lot of ways with jobs. The economic impact for Doraville is going to be enormous. So it's going to bring a lot of positive things, and it just shows Gray's commitment to film here in the state of Georgia. It's here to stay and not temporary.
It's only going to get bigger.
It's only going to get bigger.
Now, what's next for Swirl Films?
So right now we are just wrapping up a documentary about Freaknik, which actually occurred in Atlanta. So it's super fun. It's super fun. So we're excited.
Is it PG or PG-13?
Well, Monica's in it. It might be mature audience. Monica actually is in it. But it's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's a story. It's a love story for Atlanta, and it's just a great documentary that we're super excited about.
When can we expect that to be released?
March of 24 is what we're looking.
Oh, okay.
On Hulu.
On Hulu. Okay, so now you know. Cue it up. It's coming. Guys, what are you most excited for tonight?
Performances. Gladys Knight.
CeeLo Green, that's my guy. CeeLo.
Girl I love.
Backup singer right here.
You're on. You're on.
Hey guys, I hope you have a fabulous
so
night.
much.
The Velvet is a vibe. This is a vibe. Y'all are a vibe. Have a great night. Hey, we're going to send it back to you now.
Thank you very much, Ella. So the big question a lot of you may be asking is, why Assembly in Atlanta? Why all this film production in Georgia? Here's your answer, the best of why Georgia.
We have a great tax incentive. We have a deep and very experienced crew base. We have a lot of infrastructure, a lot of sound stages like the one you're seeing here. We have ease of access of Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. We have diverse locations. If you think about Georgia, I mean, we have mountains and coastlines and big cities and small towns. We have a temperate climate. I mean, you know, no hurricanes. You can shoot pretty much year-round.
All of these factors have fueled growth in Georgia, not only for the film industry, but for cities too.
We don't have any vacancies on our square, which is very, very big in terms of economic development.
We've had over 150 productions, here in our community.
And that growth generates new business all across the state.
It just doesn't affect people in Atlanta. I'm sitting here in Dalton, Georgia, and it's been an incredible bonus for us to be able to work on all these movies. It's just bonus above our normal retail.
It's such a rewarding experience for us to get involved in something that basically really saved this business.
And support studio and soundstage expansion.
We are adding 8 new sound stages, a brand new office space, over 100,000 square feet of office space and vendor support space. We added 2 new mills. They're actually up and ready. So we're expanding quickly and rapidly and excited to take on new clients in third or fourth quarter 2023.
We like to think of ourselves as the Michelin-starred restaurant that's a couple of blocks further than you might normally go, but then when you get there, you're going to realize why.
Continue to bring your productions here, and we're going to continue to expand, and that's why, we have Cinema South Studios to be a part of that expansion.
Now the focus is on building up the next generation with hands-on experience.
I feel like I'm going to work in a sense, having that experience to be at a studio every day and just see everything that's going on, everything that's happening. I feel like it's a great opportunity.
I thought about moving to LA, but since I'm from here and I love the city, I just wanted to be part of the growing industry here, especially with Assembly coming together, and it's just going to be more jobs and more films.
And celebrating different cultures with a variety of film festivals.
Georgia has become such a strong melting pot where you never know who you're going to meet.
In Atlanta, it's very important to have new generations to be educated about all kinds of departments. Makeup, special effects, catering, construction of sets, acting, producing, editing, it's a whole industry. That's why we need to open opportunities for new generations of Hispanics to learn these amazing skills.
The Atlanta Jewish Film Festival is a celebration of great international film. These are universal stories, all kinds of genres represented, but told through a uniquely Jewish lens, and exploring the life of the Jewish community and the intersection of Jewish life with other communities.
With so much momentum, the future of film in Georgia is limitless.
It's just amazing to see what is going to happen here over the next year or two.
And there is so much more to come to Assembly Atlanta. Conference centers, restaurants. Yep. It's going to be a place where almost you can live and play and enjoy.
A boutique hotel, an amphitheater. I mean, people are going to come here just to spend the weekend, Monica. So not only is it going to be a place where movies are filmed, it's going to be a place where people enjoy their lives.
It's a destination place, and I love it.
And it is tonight as well. The people are rolling in. The sun is setting. The lights are on. I can hear the music in the background. We are just getting started on tonight.
So we want to make sure you stay with us because there is so much more to see. And I can tell you, look at the Assembly sign. It's literally lighting up Doraville. It's a place where dreams will become reality, where movies will be made, and careers
sound stages here at Assembly Atlanta. This is where the gala will be hosted tonight. It is beautiful, Monica.
It is also exciting that we have so many people walking through the red carpet and enjoying tonight's activities out here. But again, we've got Dionne Warwick, we've got Sheryl Crow, we've got CeeLo,
Gladys Knight,
and of course Gladys Knight, you know, who's a homegirl. But we have guests who are very important. So let's go to Craig Lucy to tell us who we need to meet now.
Oh, you know what? It is really starting to heat up down here on the other end of the red carpet, Monica and Ella. And joining me right now, you saw him earlier giving a tour, but Justin Campbell, he is the Vice President of Studio Operations. You have been in the film entertainment business for a bit. Explain how transformational this is.
Oh, this is a big deal. You know, I've had the opportunity to kind of grow with the tax credit here in Georgia. I've shot in old beverage distribution centers. I've shot in old mailing, post office delivery centers, and to see something so state-of-the-art, we're going to set a precedent here for a long time to come in the state of Georgia. So it's a really exciting time to be involved in this business in this state.
Well, so what's so exciting about tonight is a lot of people, obviously they've never stepped foot here at Assembly. They're already blown away. They haven't even been inside. You were inside. What's going on in there right now?
Yeah, there's about 1,300 people in there now, and I think they're starting to appreciate the best-kept secret in the film industry in Georgia right now is a state-of-the-art industry inside the perimeter, supported by NBC Universal, and I think everyone's starting to see what that next step and what that next level can be for this industry in this state.
Speaking of NBC Universal, I mean, to have a company like them come to Georgia, how big is that, and what else do you foresee us seeing down the line?
Oh, it's a cannon shot for the state. I mean, what better vindication do you need than an industry, one of the largest content creators in the world, been doing it for over a century, to recognize this state with the labor pool it has, the infrastructure it has, to say this is where we want to do business for a long period of time. I hope that's the standard in the coming years for other studios, and I think it's a sign of very good things to come here in Georgia.
Well, while I'm talking to you, if we can't take the overhead shot behind me, this is, yes, we're in Atlanta, but it's really New Orleans. You can hear the New Orleans band going behind me. It's a massive red carpet. People are still filing in. And you and I, before this interview started, Assembly at night. Let's talk about that. It looks incredible.
Oh, I mean, the lights came on about 6 weeks ago, and I think being able to see it on 285, we have millions of cars passing every day that are so interested in what we're doing in these facades. I mean, this is a destination site, not only for filmmakers, but for the general public, and that was very intentional, that this is Graze TV's gift to the state of Georgia. I mean, backed by the film industry. I mean, this is for everybody.
It sure is. I mean, not only a destination for you guys watching, this is truly a game changer. Justin, thanks so much. Congratulations.
Yeah,
it's been awesome working with you.
Yeah,
all right, I'm going to send it over to Ella.
Craig, I found just the coolest dressed people. First of all, the shoes and the dress. You guys obviously planned this, right?
I just had it around.
I ran into him on the
it's
street.
just worked out. Yeah, it's fine.
Did you decide on the dress and then he decided on the shoes? What do you think?
Totally.
Yes. Where did you get the dress? Where did you get the shoes?
This is Retrofit. These are Amazon.
Oh, Amazon.
Yes,
really
we love
sexy,
some Amazon.
right?
Okay, guys, y'all are fantastic. Thank you for you guys are like, what are we going on? We're like, come over here, talk to us. Same with you. Okay, just do a twirl for us. Come on, girlie. Oh, look at it.
I'm just fabulous.
You are
simply fabulous, and I'm so excited.
What are you wearing?
I am wearing tonight Prada from head to toe. Literally. Yes.
She did that.
I love Prada, and I love a great event. So tonight, I just wanted to be like them.
Yeah.
We had to go all out.
We all love Prada. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. You guys look amazing. I hope you have the best night. Oh my goodness, Monica. It just doesn't get better than this, right? This is what the red carpet is all about.
They look magnificent. But while they're standing in line out here to get inside, let's go inside. It is absolutely beginning to fill up in that room. And you can see already dancing, singing, having a great time. Stay with us. Of Assembly Atlanta and Gray TV. This is his baby. But you know, he sat down yesterday with Craig Lucy to talk about the importance of this facility, not just for Gray TV, but for the state of Georgia and actually for the nation.
You know, you and I, we were walking this property back in the spring of 2021. You were so passionate about it. You had a vision. Your team had a vision. What is it like for you now walking around and seeing this vision come to life?
Well, it's crazy because we got it done so quickly. Do you realize in 19 months, and there's some question about how many square feet, it's like 1,350,000 square feet built in 19 months, and we couldn't have gotten that done without the desire of everybody involved to do this, the passion, the excitement that has just been palpable from everyone from the city of Doraville, the county of DeKalb, to just the folks that are working here, the contractors, the subcontractors, everything.
What do you hope people feel when they first step foot on this property?
That they can fulfill their dreams. You know, I guess it was Churchill who said, you know, we influence the buildings, and then thereafter that the buildings influence us. And I think that we have a very creative and hopefully inspirational architectural design here. And I hope that when people come here, it helps them to think creatively and help to create new movies, new television shows, all the rest that we do. That's our business. And now we have a venue that allows us to do it, not only as our company, but for other companies, and then through our partnership with NBCU.
Where do you see the future of Assembly in the next 5, 10, 15 years?
You know, I think it's almost unlimited. I mean, I think that it's going to open the door for all kinds of things. And sometimes when you do something, I know exactly what's going to happen, and, you know, and I know what's going to happen here immediately. But when you open something this creative, this new, this candidly dramatic, I think it's going to create so many business opportunities that are yet to be seen. I just think they're going to flow like water. This is an opening for Georgia, for the whole state. I mean, this isn't a Hollywood opening. This is a red carpet for the people of Atlanta, for the people of Georgia, and for everything that has been allowed to be created because of the way Georgia decided to make an investment in the film and entertainment business in the state. And so what I look forward to seeing happen is people coming out here and realizing, wow, we did this and we can do this. And I'm really excited about that. I think they're going to enjoy it.
You know, Monica, we broadcast here Atlanta News First all week, and we did it a year ago when they were first breaking ground. And to see the way this facility has come together, and also the way Gray TV has invested not only in local news, but in the film industry here, it's really incredible. It's exciting, and it reinvigorates us to do our jobs and just for the future of Georgia.
I agree. And when I first came out here, believe it or not, it was nothing but dirt and rubble of concrete. And to see the transformation of this area into this beautiful studio where we know people will be coming to make dreams come true. I hope you've enjoyed Assembly Atlanta. I hope you come see it in person, Ella.
Have a great night.
Good night.